So, have you ever really stopped to wonder what your dream car truly costs? I'm not talking about just the sticker price, but the whole shebang, the total cost over years and years of actually owning it. Well, today we're going to break down an incredible student built project that tackles that exact question, and it aims to solve a massive financial blind spot for millions of us. It all kicked off with a story, a painful one for sure, but a very, very real one. Somebody buys their absolute dream car, a G-Wagon no less, only to find out that the dream is fast becoming a financial nightmare. This quote, this became the entire driving force, the whole reason for the project we're about to dive into. It's just a perfect example of a problem that was screaming for a real solution. And that story perfectly highlights this huge issue, something we could call the sticker price lie. See, we're all trained to laser focus on that one big number, right? The purchase price. But as that G-Wagon owner found out the hard way, that's just the very, very beginning of the financial journey. The real costs, they're hidden. Okay, get this number in your head, 30%. That's about the average value a luxury car can just vanish in the first year alone. It's called depreciation, and it's this massive, invisible cost. You don't pay it out of your pocket every month, but man, it hits you like a ton of bricks when you go to sell or trade that car in. And believe me, depreciation is just the tip of the iceberg. The list of these real costs, it just goes on and on. You've got higher maintenance for premium brands, the constant cost of premium fuel, those sky-high insurance premiums for luxury cars, and of course, the ever-present risk of some budget-busting, unexpected repair. So how do you even begin to fight back against the sticker price lie? Well, this amazing team of students created a really powerful, data-driven solution. So let's pull back the curtain on an application they built called TrueCost. So at its core, TrueCost is a web app with a super clear mission: give people a transparent, data-backed analysis of what it really costs to own a car. And the goal here isn't to scare you away from your dream car, not at all. It's to empower you, to give you the complete financial picture so you can make a smart decision before you sign on the dotted line. So how do they actually do it? Well, the app breaks down the total cost into 7 distinct categories. And just look at the data sources here. This isn't guesswork, people. They're pulling from the EIA for real gas prices, the NAIC for insurance data, and blending info from RepairPal and AAA for maintenance costs. They even use these segment-specific depreciation curves from big names like IC Cars and Edmunds. This is some serious data science at work. Okay, let's pop the hood on this thing and take a tour of the application's key features, because how it delivers all this information is honestly just as impressive as the data itself. All right, first up, a feature that saves a ton of time and makes sure everything's accurate. You just enter your car's 17-character VIN. The app then automatically calls 2 different government APIs, one from the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration to get all the car's details, and another from the EPA to get its actual real-world MPG. And just like that, poof, the form is all filled out for you. How cool is that? The app also goes beyond just the dollars and cents. It actually calculates a sustainability score for every single vehicle. It starts with a base score that depends on the fuel type. So electric cars start high, gas cars start lower, and then it adjusts that score based on how many miles you plan to drive each year. It even gives you a letter grade, which adds this whole environmental dimension to your decision. But this right here, this is where the app truly shines. It's the compare mode. It's fantastic. It puts 2 vehicles right next to each other, head to head, and it even includes a trade-in calculator. This lets you plug in your current car's value and what you still owe on it to see if switching is actually a good move financially. It even calculates the exact break-even month for you. Now that is a total game changer. And the list of these professional-level features just keeps going. It's got full user accounts, but also a guest mode if you just want to try it out. You can save all your analysis, view your history, and even log your real expenses to see how they stack up against the projections. And you can export everything to a CSV or PDF. It is a complete, really well thought out tool. So, who are the wizards behind this whole thing? Let's take a look at the incredible team, their super professional process, and the modern technology they use to bring TrueCost to life. This entire project was the work of a super talented 4-student team. You've got Divya Shrestha leading the charge as the project lead and handling QA. Johan Lingani was the architect for the backend. Priyanka Gamaire crafted that beautiful user-facing front end. And Toby Anyaquello provided crucial full-stack support. Just a truly amazing collaborative effort. And they didn't just wing it, not by a long shot. They followed a professional agile development process, breaking all the work down into 7 distinct sprints. They moved so methodically, from planning and prototyping all the way to implementing core features like user authentication and password reset, one solid step at a time. And the technology they used? Wow, it's basically a showcase of modern web development. On the front end, you're looking at React and TypeScript. For all the data and authentication, they relied on Supabase. And for testing and deployment, they used industry standards like Vitest, GitHub Actions, and Vercel. This is a modern tech stack that's totally on par with what you'd find at a lot of top tech companies today. But this project isn't just about cool features built with cool tech. The team showed this incredible commitment to quality, making sure the final product was secure, thoroughly tested, and just plain reliable. How committed were they? This one number pretty much says it all. Over 40 plus unique, automated tests were written for this application. That is a comprehensive test suite that covers everything from the cost calculation formulas to the user interface and critical security stuff. Their focus on security is also so impressive. They didn't just add it on at the end, they built it in from the ground up. They used database rules to make absolutely sure users can only see their own data. They sanitized all the inputs to prevent common hacking attacks, and they implemented a password reset flow that really protects user privacy. And to top it all off, they implemented a professional continuous integration pipeline, or a CI pipeline. Now, what this means is that every single time a developer makes just one change to the code, that entire suite of over 40 tests is run automatically. It's the ultimate quality control, making sure the app stays stable and reliable. Which brings us right back to the very beginning. This entire incredible project, from the data science and the smart features all the way to the professional build process, it was all inspired by one person's really costly mistake. And it leaves us with a final provocative question to consider. What's the true cost of your dream car? Thanks to TrueCost, now you can actually find out.